Hey folks, how you doing? Welcome back. It's Charlie. It is March 9th, 2020, about 11:58 in the morning, and I just got back. I had a couple of errands to run. I had to go to All Saints this morning to go get some food and see what they had, and then I had to go run to the Salvation Army, go see also what they had as far as food. Luckily, All Saints had some nice sourdough bread. I love my sourdough bread, as I have mentioned. And went to Salvation Army to go get my clothing voucher. You can get a clothing voucher for $20 once a year. Hadn't been there in about a couple of years, actually. And previous to that, actually, I was told you used to be able to get a clothing voucher for like, I want to say like $35. It used to be a lot more back in the day, so I was told. But $20 for Salvation Army, that's good enough for me. I can go Wednesdays at the Salvation Army store, excuse me, and it's half day off over there. So, and the way I shop, I can do pretty darn well. And I got some information also for All Saints for the women's room up on Washington that I'm going to take some pictures and post on homeless group on Facebook. And yeah, you know, also actually I had got back onto Facebook Friday for a day just to stop in and check in and stuff like that. Because I said, even though I was getting off Facebook for a while, I did mention that I would stop in just to check in with my friends and family in the community and stuff like that. Only to check in. But I don't know. After this morning, turning on the news, I may prematurely get back on because there is a lot. There is a lot, my friends. Charlie needs to take his glasses off. So, wow. Oh, and I do want to mention, thank you so much, Terry. You are an angel. You're a doll. I love you so much. My friend Terry, we exchanged emails yesterday evening, and she gave me some information and stuff like that. Thank you again, Terry, so much. I look forward to that. Also, Lois told me, she's from Sweden, she told me that her school was closed because of this whole coronavirus. So, yeah. And this morning also, let's start. There was so much I had to take notes. I don't even really take notes. I haven't taken notes since I was like, in high school. So this morning, the stock market was like really bad. And I had mentioned that I was expecting the stock market, and especially this week, to be opening on trading day, to be a bit of a roller coaster, but it was awful. It was plummeted. I hadn't seen anything like that in almost 20 years and stuff like that. And then they had said that it hadn't been this bad since 9/11. Everything was just tragic. I was like, wow. I just said that. I was just mentioning to myself I was watching the news, and then they come and reiterate that fact. Yeah, the stock market was like really bad. Riverside has a health warning now. Apparently there is a person that was part of the Royal Princess cruise just a couple of days ago in Riverside. They haven't said whether it's male, female, no names, no age, no nothing, due to the Privacy Acts. So they're in now on health watch and health warnings, just like LA County is. And yeah, that's pretty scary. And I believe they closed maybe a school there. I know Murrieta up north, they've closed their school since. So I think, unfortunately, it is definitely, most certainly, just a matter of time before there is a great concern here with LA Unified School District. I would really hate to see that happen, but who knows? Given the nature of this beast, I would say it's almost inevitable, just as a precautionary measures, especially for children. But even though it seems that children are pretty immune to this, because it was first thought that, you know, the elderly and children would be more susceptible, but children seem to be doing pretty well. But who knows, maybe they could carry something home and bring it into the family environment. Again, who knows? I'm not an expert. I'm just trying to read in between the lines and trying to go with what's going on out there, and just trying to relate with to you folks and everything. And also, please, I know that I also have worldwide followers. Please, if you can, and if you would like to, comment down below. And if you don't want to comment down below, email me with whatever's happening in your country, in your city, your state, your province, whatever it be. And especially if you email, I won't mention any names or anything, but I will relay the information out there to the general public, just so other folks know that, yeah, besides what the media is being heard, other country folks, other countrymen and women and such are actually experiencing this as to what we are hearing stateside over here from the news and the media and everything. Because certainly over here, the CDC is no help whatsoever. I did, when I checked in, when I came into my room, I just coming back from the store and getting my 2 gallons of water. I'm kind of like, my only concern is not so much food or clothing or whatever. I'm just more concerned about food, not food, but water. And I shall explain as best as I can here, given the time. But on to this. And also in Riverside, we have the tennis match, the BNP, the tennis game. That was also canceled. Yeah, and I saw that oil prices per barrel dropped over 31.5% per barrel. That's crazy. I guess maybe good for the news at the pump, but not really good for the economy too, because that's just insane. Germany, Italy, and Japan is very, very, very within centimeters close to a major recession. USC now said that they are seriously thinking about shutting some classes down and everything and convert to online classes. That is a first. That is actually quite a first. And possibly maybe 10 students have been exposed to the coronavirus also. So there's another major for concern. Hollywood definitely has put a halt to a lot of production and overseas filming and everything. Well, of course, given the nature of everything, I understand. And there are also a lot of movies that are usually coming up for premieres or whatever. That's also put a stop to that. God, there is so much. Oh my goodness. They also said, I also saw in the news that the government, the United States government, says they're telling us that whatever you do, do not take any cruise lines. Now, there's cruise lines over there that are offering, now get this, trips. Like you can go to Hawaii for a week-long plus trip for less than $300 round trip. That's a great incentive, right? Who wouldn't want to take a cruise to Hollywood to Honolulu for 7-8 days, round trip for less than $300? Wow, I mean, I sure as heck would jump on that. I'd scam up $300 if I could. But the government also said that, and they're warning that if you do that, or if you take any trips outside of the country, or even just to Alaska or to Hawaii or whatever, even in the Caribbean, and you end up getting stuck on a ship that is quarantined wherever you are in the world, the government will not fly you back. And that is a staunch advisement from the government. So please, my friends, here in the United States, heed those warnings. This thing is really, really just going crazy. There is a restaurant over here in Alhambra, just in the neighboring city. that is called a Szechuan Impressions. I think I've seen that in my many ventures. But anyway, they have been testing customers before you can come into the door. They're actually taking the laser thermometer, handheld thermometers, and they're scanning every patron for high fever. So if your fever is above 99.1, 99.2, you will not be admitted, and that is safe precaution. It seemed a little creepy and stuff at first, but it makes a lot of sense. They want to remain open, but they also want to be cautious. They don't want other patrons to get sick and everything like that. So they're doing those precautions and stuff like that. And it does sound weird, but also actually it's proactive, very proactive. They also said because they have relatives in China that are experiencing this and experience a lot more that we don't see reported on the news and on the media. So they're taking precautionary measures. They're very involved with the community. So they're very proactive about it, and I truly commend that. That's fantastic. The market, opened up 1,800 points right off the bat here, and within an hour and a half, actually, as I was watching, the market froze. Everything froze. It was, I think, 7.94% down, and the market stopped. It was pretty cuckoo. And that's before I actually got out and took off and to go run errands and go to All Saints and everything. That was just crazy. So don't take any cruise ships, don't take any risks. Don't get on any. Here's the thing: the cruise line industry they're being proactive. They're cleaning their ships and everything. They're trying to, but you just don't know. It just takes maybe one person or whatever, and that's it. You're sharing the same circulatory air conditioning system and everything. So yeah, it's pretty creepy. I don't care even if they offered a 1 week trip cruise to even now. I always wanted to go to Alaska, and I always wanted to take a cruise line to Alaska. But even if they offered something as a week long cruise for $150, sounds very tempting, right? That's a once in a lifetime offer, especially in today's economy and everything. I'd have to say no, and I would hope that you folks would also definitely not do that. Certainly not at the risk, and they're going to be doing a lot more offers because the travel industry is really going to be hurting. You look at LAX right now. You go and get on the internet, look. And they're doing a lot of news spots over there. LAX is empty, and they're warning that if you're a senior, if you're older, above 47, 50, please do not travel. Don't risk your life. It's just not worth it. Don't travel. Tom Bradley's empty. The whole departure and the arrival the upstairs departure is like really empty. I'm expecting to see tumbleweeds and everything roll around. It's not worth it, my friends. So please heed, if you're in America here, and please heed the warnings. It's just not worth it. Maybe it's just more hype than what it really is. I don't know, but it's really bad. And I had the pleasure of spending another 2 hours this morning with my friends before I went to with my buddy. Went to go to All Saints and stuff like that. And then from there, I just made a quick jaunt to Salvation Army to go do what I needed to do, and I had another errand to run and everything. So yeah, it's and we were talking. The poop has already long hit the fan, and it's still sticking and still being flung all over the place, and more poop is hitting the fan. So and there's several fans being turned on, and more poop is just it's really crazy. And I'm trying to be as positive as possible about this. I had looked at my 401k, and it took a hit. And after today, wow, I can't even imagine. I'm not even going to look at it. Uh, why bother? If it gets destroyed, it gets destroyed. Like I said, that's not going to be my money. It's not going to be my concern. If I leave or decide to ever cash out, that's definitely going to child support and for my kids. But still, I'd like to have some money, so in case I need to cash out or leave, and it goes to my kids, and something, just go to help pay down that child support, and bring down a micro percent of the arrears and everything. So, because that's what's killing me. It's not the initial payment of child support; it's the doggone arrears. And any of you, ladies and gentlemen, that have been in this position, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Especially here in California, it's the arrears that just murder you. Not so much as the payment; it's just the interest and everything, and all the court fees and everything. So, and your comments have been great, fantastic, very supportive, and quite comical. The strip club comment. Oh my God! Yeah. The strip club, funny. I used to do the strip clubs when I was younger. I know what you're talking about. Charlie, you used to go to strip clubs? Yeah. Especially over here on Aviation at the Wild Goose. I used to do a lot of business transactions at the strip club. Actually, that was pretty choice of a lot of women in the business. White collar business, Women know how to sway men, so a lot of $1 million businesses have been closed in strip clubs, especially over there on Aviation by LAX at the Wild Goose and the other place, and then you go over to the airport restaurant over there, just hop, skip, and jump. The strip club comment, that was fun. That made me laugh. That put a smile on my face. But my strip clubs are long gone. But I see your point as far as wasting the money in that sense. But yeah, and the tech advice as far as redoing the laptop, reinstalling. See, I didn't know about that because when I bought the laptop, I had noticed. And I didn't pay any attention to it. I was just thinking it was more disposable or whatever. But because the last time we had a laptop was when Holly and I were still married, and we bought our laptop, and that still had Windows XP. I miss Windows XP. Windows XP was just beautiful, fluid, and just better functioning than Windows 10. Windows 10, I still find, I don't know. Buggy, not so much buggy, but complicated, confusion. It's not. I don't think it's as fluid as Windows XP. And when I bought this laptop, it didn't come with a reboot disk, and I hadn't noticed until later on that afternoon. And I'm like, did I throw everything away? Yeah, there's no reboot disk, but there is the reinstall. You can reinstall within the self-program, and it gives you two features. You can reinstall and save all your apps save all your personal file information, but get rid of the apps. And then there is the hard reinstall where it just wipes everything, and it comes as a factory, pretty much a factory reset, like when you do with your cell phone and everything, and you have to do the factory reset. And I know about that because I've had to do with my cell phones and everything, especially this little sucker over here and this one that's pooping out. Oh, my cell phone. Oh, come on, Lotto Scratcher. But and I did it, and just saying my Holy Marys and Hail Marys and everything. And after it restarted and everything, I wanted to let you know, tech, that it kind of worked. It said that there was a problem with the restall. It didn't work. It failed. But it is a little bit more responsive, so maybe it did help. I won't know until maybe I do, if I try to do a live stream from the laptop and everything. I'll have to see if it'll accept the hardware, the external webcam, and the external microphone that I have, and see if it'll cooperate. So I don't know. When I click on the windows, it opens up a little bit more. There's no lag time because like I was on the live stream with Mark Horvath and Visible People, and yeah, it just froze up on me and it crashed, and I had to restart the computer and everything, and I missed about a good half hour, 40 minutes of the live stream and everything, and I missed so much. Sorry about that, Mark. So it's frustrating and everything. So, and I don't want to do the total reinstall because I will lose my files and everything. I would have to have an external hard drive or multiple thumb drives and load everything up on that, and that's just too much money and too much extra time that I don't have to do that. So I'm just gonna, have to bite my nails and work with what I have and see how fluid and everything it goes. So yeah, but no, that advice, thank you so much for that. It would never have occurred to me, because like I said, and it makes sense when you said defrag does do more harm, because I've defragged, refragged, and dragged it up and down the hallway, much to no avail. But I think it is a little bit more responsive. I won't know until I spend some time with it. Anything to help a little bit more, because previous to that, I'd click on a window and it's, okay, respond, react, do something, please, it's just, oh, there it is. 5 minutes later, but yeah, we'll see. I'll play with it a little bit more, and I will definitely keep you abreast. God, you folks are just so wonderful. Thank you so much for all your advice and all your help and everything. Damn, it's like I said before, and in the closing email that I did with Terry, is like, I am not by any means a wealthy man. I have never been a wealthy, rich man. I've always worked for my money and everything that I've amassed and had, and 2 marriages and everything, 2 failure marriages, but marriages and everything that I've had, and but I may not be a wealthy man, but I am most definitely rich in friends, and as long as I have friends, I will never be broke. I will always have change. I'll always certainly have you, my friends and family, certainly my homeless friends over here. I will always be rich as long as I have friends. Walking down the street, I see a penny, I'll pick up that penny. So, there was a time in my life where I really, really thought that having material possessions is where one needed to be in life in order to be happy. But it wasn't until this last time of being homeless that everything was reassessed and shown to me that that's not what it is, and getting involved with the homeless community and feeding the homeless and everything. Having the respect, this morning, going to All Saints and talking to my buddy while we're getting closer, because they also offer for a meal in the morning, and in the back you could also get food, whatever's there on the table and stuff like that. And I didn't need a meal, I just needed some extra food and what have you, just to have. And I'm like, all right, dude, I'll catch you later. I'll catch you this weekend, Sunday when I can. And from there, I just went to Salvation Army to see what they had in their food pantry, and got my clothing voucher. And tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock, I'm going to go to Methodist Church over here and see what else they have, and maybe hopefully if they'll have some jeans also. Definitely in the market for jeans and pants. Now a 27 30, 27 waist 30, small shirt size. So yeah, I've dropped. The last pants, even when I was training in Burbank at Target, I was my waist was 32. So the khakis and the other clothes that I have they don't fit. So I gotta wash those also, and I'm gonna go take those to my friends and what have you. I think. See, today the rain is supposed to be rolling in. We're in for a good storm for the next 4 or 5 days. Here in the foothills, the San Gabriel foothills, we're expected 3 to 4 inches of rain. So rolling in tonight. Definitely cannot ride my bike. I already loaded the last $5 on my tap card. So hopefully that'll be enough to get me through. I work tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday. Tomorrow's going to be a great day because it's going to be a nice long day. I work from 1:30 to 9, and it should be well raining by there. I got my umbrella, coat. I'm set. I'm good to go. Don't have the Uber fare. That's fine. But yeah, this is definitely going to reassess everything. Movie theaters are already going to take a hit. Nobody's going to want to go to the movie theater and share the air conditioning system and rebreathing in the same air. Yeah, like I said, this is really going to reassess retailers and the entertainment industry across the board, my friends. And I hate to say this, mark my words, but this is already happening. I just it's not the trends. I just follow human behavior and corporates and everything right now. And another thing that I think the only one that survived, really, honestly, if you look, the stock market, the only one that really survived out of everything, all the big 3 and 4, Amazon, Walmart, Best Buy, and Target. Walmart is the only one that had a little bit of profitability. So yeah, that speaks volumes. I think right now what's going to probably happen here in the next few days, everything's going to get so much worse that retailers are going to cut their store staff by considerable, because it's going to be a lot less costly to keep an employee in the store. So keep a minimal staff open, keep everyone at home, offer better incentives, online purchases at a greatly reduced price, because even if you offer one product at half the cost with no shipping, no incentives, pick up in store or deliver at home, may sound like expensive, but to offer an item even at half cost online, it's certainly going to be a lot less costly than one employee for 4 hours without insurance, liability, and what have you. So do the math, think about that. I think that's where we're headed next for retailers, because even the supermarket over here, Vallarta, was pretty sparse. They did restock with water, so like I said, I'm trying, and this is going to be the last of the water that I can buy and afford, and I got plenty. So I got 9, 10, I got 11 gallons of bottled water, and that's also I think the municipalities are also going to cut their thing, so we might be on water and electricity restrictions. I would not be surprised here, especially in California and in LA County. So if they are working municipalities at a reduced manpower, we might be allotted a certain time. Not that they'll fully close water. Electricity might be rolling, but we need water to, flush away our waste. But I'm just thinking deeply, and I'm bracing for that. So, like I said, the food, not so worried, but the water, definitely. All right, my friends, comments, good, bad, email, whatever. Please, keep me in touch. You folks take care of yourselves, take care of each other, but always take care of yourselves first. Love one another, trust one another, be kind to each other, help one another. Don't take today for granted, or any other day thereafter. Live for the moment, pull down your pants, and slide on that ice. Comments. If you like this video, thumbs up, bell, everything. I'm cutting short because I'm running out of time. Please, the comments are going to be most helpful, not just to me, just to know, but also I can relate to everybody else and keep other folks abreast of what's going on in the world. That's very important. All right. If you're here in the States, be smart. Let's all be smart. Be careful. Don't panic. Don't listen to the CDC. Just just use your brains and let's be compassionate towards each other. Just smart. All right. Bye.